the support tickets just wouldn't stop. And every single time we pushed out something new, update, feature, anything, well, everything broke. The floodgates would open and users were confused, there was bugs we didn't catch, and worst of all, we were always behind on documentation. And our support guy was great at writing articles. Long hours, in-depth step-by-steps, clear steps, solid stuff. But the moment we changed a button, a tweak in the flows, added a new feature, well, suddenly those docs became irrelevant. And all that work became useless. The onboarding videos, well, same story. We had more than 5 detailed step-by-step onboarding videos going over the product. And all of them became irrelevant in weeks because the product evolves. There's new features, the UI changes, the UX changes, everything changes. And all the work we did on writing documentation, recording walkthrough videos became useless, irrelevant. And so I felt like we were building 2 products, the SaaS itself and then a customer support company on the back end. It was very hard. And we tried everything. We hired for help, we wrote detailed scripts, even built an internal checklist to keep everything on support up to date with all the changes we were making to the product. But none of it worked because no matter what we did, as the product evolves, everything else will break all the time. And you can't scale support with manual updates. And you can't expect one person to test every edge case. And of course, you're not going to keep updating that 4-minute Loom video every time the UI changes. It just doesn't scale. And so I hit a point where I thought, what if we flip this? What if the AI didn't just answer support tickets? What if it used the product just like a human? Click around, explore the flows, test the features, log in, break stuff, use the product as a real human to have every single piece of context possible. And then just report back. Not just report back with bugs it found, but with tangible insights, docs, video walkthroughs, even support suggestions. And that's when we started to build Rovery, a system of little tiny AI agents that jump onto your SaaS and use it as real humans, testing every single feature, every single edge case, every single thing on the app, documenting it and connecting with your existing support tool so then your support tool has all the context it needs to provide your users with the best customer support possible. Here's how it works. It's quite simple. First, you give Rovery access to your app. Then it just spins thousands of these AI agents that click every single button on your SaaS, test every single use case, go through every screen, every button, every flow. And when something breaks, well, they log it as a bug. When something changes, well, they update documentation. And if a user has a question, well, Rovery has already seen your product, every single aspect of it, so it's able to answer any questions your customers might have about your product. I'll even argue that the Rovery agents have more context about how your product works in every single edge case, every single flow, how every single feature interconnects with each other than your current human support guy. But I mean, I'm biased. And we tested this in our own SaaS. So I'm not just someone out here, some random guy trying to sell you on something that I don't think works. Well, we found this issue for our own business and we built this internally and now we're offering it to the public, which I think is the best way to build products, to be honest with you guys. It's finding a pain point here, and then surely if we feel it, someone else out there might also feel the same pain point. And so we tested it. It found a bunch of stuff. It found one bug, one issue on a feature we just shipped. It flagged a user journey that had no exit path. It rewrote the documentation we didn't realize was outdated, and most importantly, it gave our human support guy his time back. Now he just focuses on real conversations and real conversions instead of just going in and updating the documentation because this button changed or this flow changed. AI does it for him. And look, if you want a SaaS, you most likely already know this. You don't need or you don't want more support tickets. You need fewer of them, right? We all do. And you don't need more documentation. You just need docs that are very accurate, because regardless if you're using a human to read the documentation and provide users with their answers to their questions, or if you're using AI to read the documentation for you and provide users with the answers to their questions, the documentation needs to be accurate. It needs to be right. And with these AI agents, they make sure this happens because they're always live forever, testing and using your product and rewriting and updating documentation so then your support provides them with a correct answer all the time. And I want to make something clear. This isn't a chatbot. This is not an AI chatbot. It's a real AI agent that logs in onto your SaaS, uses it, tests it, clicks every single button, tests every single feature, and that has every single piece of context you need about your software, then you connect it with your AI chatbot, and the AI chatbot takes this info, right, and answers any customer query. So again, this is not an AI chatbot. It is an AI that has all the context of your app, which then of course will help with your support. Now, our MVP, which we're just in the MVP stages, does one thing extremely well. It explores your SaaS, logs any issues, and sort of generates documentation, and then connects with your existing customer support software like Intercom, Help Scout, Chatbase. So then their AIs can plug into what we've found, what we've documented, and provide your customers with the best tailored answer for their questions. That's it. No distractions, no fluff, honestly, just relief. That's all we do. And so if you want to give this a go, I'll leave a link to Rovery in the top of the video description. Click it, give it a try. It is free, by the way, so implement it. It's free. Try the free version if you like it. If you genuinely feel like it helps with your customer support, right? If you genuinely feel like having these AI agents using your app, every single feature, every single flow, clicking every single button, and then giving that context to your current AI agent or even human, well, maybe then move on to a paid plan. But yeah, give it a go again. It's free. It's going to be the very first link in the description. Try it out. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.